1963 was the year Kenya gained her independence from Britain after being a colony for more than 40 years. Before the granting of independence, the outgoing colonial government had arranged for a general election in late May that year to choose a government for the future free nation. Voters would be voting for members of a lower legislative house or House of Representatives, as well as of an upper house, the Senate. The main parties contesting the election were the Kenya African National Union, KANU, led by Jomo Kenyatta, and the Kenya African Democratic Union, KADU, led by Ronald Ngala. KANU stood for a unitary form of government, whilst KADU supported a regional or Majimbo system of government where substantive power was devolved to the regions or provinces. There was also a smaller party, the African People's Party, APP, led by Paul Ng'weno, who had earlier defected from KANU due to differences with Kenyatta over the latter's position on land issues. KANU emerged victorious, winning 83 of the 124 seats in the House of Representatives, including seats in each of the 7 regions. It also won a majority in the Senate and took control of 3 of the regions, Central, Eastern and Nyanza. KADU won 34 seats in the lower house and was left with 3 consolation prizes, the regional assemblies of the Coast, Rift Valley and Western. Ng'weno's APP won 6 seats in the House of Representatives, all of them from Ukambani. All the big guns in the 3 parties were elected, with Kenyatta coming in unopposed as the MP for Gatundu. On May 28th, he was invited by the British governor, Malcolm MacDonald, to form a government. On June 1st, or what came to be known as Madaraka Day, he became the first Prime Minister of Kenya. Ngala became the leader of the opposition in Parliament. That June, Kenyatta appointed to his Madaraka government a number of prominent KANU leaders. They included the left-leaning Oginga Odinga as Minister for Home Affairs, which made him second in the formal cabinet ranking. He gave Odinga's political arch-rival and conservative Western-leaning Tom Mboya the new portfolio of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. In the rest of the cabinet, there were Odinga men and Mboya men. There were men, no women, from every region and major ethnic group. There were 5 Kikuyu, 4 Luo, and 6 other groups with 1 representative each. There were young and old. There were radicals and conservatives. There was even a white South African, Bruce Mackenzie, in the politically sensitive Ministry of Agriculture. In September and October, Kenyan leaders and the British colonial authorities met at the 3rd and last of the constitutional conferences to put the final touches to Kenya's independence constitution. After 3 weeks of heated debate, it was agreed that independence would be granted on December 12th. The bicameral legislature would be retained. Members of the House of Representatives would be elected. Those of the Senate would be nominated from the regions. It was on the basis of these new constitutional arrangements that at midnight, December 12th, Kenya was declared independent. The formal instruments of independence were handed over by the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, to Kenyatta before a crowd of 40,000, including many dignitaries from abroad, who were gathered in a colourful ceremony held at Uhuru Gardens in Nairobi. But even as merrymaking went on after Independence Day, the new government was coming face to face with a few political realities. One of them was the Land Freedom Army, remnants of the former Mau Mau movement who felt disappointed with what independence had brought former freedom fighters. Within days of independence, the government sent out feelers to Land Freedom Army fighters still holding out in the Mount Kenya forests near Nyeri, offering them free land if they came out. On December 16th, some of the armed fighters ventured out and surrendered their arms. But not all came out of their hideouts, and the government would require more than verbal offers of land to finally bring them under control. Then there were the armed Somali shifter bandits in Kenya's northeastern region, fighting for secession from Kenya and union with neighboring Somalia. On Christmas Day, the new government declared a state of emergency in the region, imposing a curfew in the trading centers and banning all political meetings. The shifter war had started.